Coming up on Inside BC Football, the Bill O'Brien era begins, and we'll get a close look as the Eagles prepare for the upcoming season. Plus, Thomas Castellanos, the Eagles' electrifying quarterback, is taking his game to a new level.
Here we go, D. Let's go. Let's go. Let's have a good day. Let's go, big man. Let's go.
There you go. Finish it.
Look at him, Jason. Look at him. Beat him.
2, 3.
Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Punch it out. Make him miss. Ah, he can run.
4, 5.
If he spins, hands. Take him off.
Go get the ball. You know what I'm saying? Good cut, Turbo.
We're getting better every day. There's a good vibe. We really enjoy coming to practice every day.
That's it, John. Hey, good job, John. Good rep.
I grew up 30 minutes north of here and grew up a BC fan. My wife went to BC. I have a lot of great friends that played at Boston College. Take a lot of pride in being the head coach at Boston College. I enjoy being here and love coming to work every day.
All right, get ready to go at 2:15 for special teams.
I think he's a good coach. I think he's really knowledgeable. He has a lot to offer on both sides of the ball.
He brings a different type of spark and a fire to this team. I think that's what we need, and I think it'll be very exciting to see how that style pans out throughout the season.
Good. Let him catch it, then punch it out. Good. Oh, good job. Good job, Keith.
I love him, to be honest. I feel like he's a great coach. He's really smart. He's been doing a really good job of passing out his wisdom of not just, from the quarterback position, but football from, a whole perspective, to the whole team and just teaching us the game.
What time did you get up? 5. Really? I got up at 4:30.
He's been doing it forever. He's had a lot of success at every level he's coached, so of course he's going to bring in some of that stuff he's done. As a center, especially one of the leaders on the offense, just really taking pride and getting to understand the offense in and out, know what everyone's doing is something that's been really big for me.
Toes to the fist. Stay square. That's the drill. That's the drill.
These kids here at this level all have aspirations of playing in the NFL. So their inspiration, their motivation is a lot stronger. Their willingness to do what you're asking them to do is a lot stronger, and we capitalize on that.
I'm really inspired by just how much these guys love football and how much they put into it, even when we're not with them.
This coaching staff, they brought a different type of energy. They emphasize us being more tough mentally and physically, and just emphasizing, practice being hard, because, practice is supposed to be harder than the games. And I think that they've been doing a really good job of just, making it hard for us, getting us ready for game scenarios, and just having us really compete against each other every single day.
It's been great. A lot of energy, a lot of intensity, guys flying around, a lot of competitiveness, everybody butting heads and going at it.
That's the big thing Coach O'Brien and the whole staff is preaching. It's just competitive. No job safe. They're trying to bring those young guys along and try and compete because competition just brings the best out of everyone.
That's it, Sule.
I think the way that we do things is kind of a combination of all the experiences I've had, right? Whether it's the experience I had at Penn State or the experience I had at the Houston Texans or obviously the Patriots, University of Alabama, the places that I've been, I try to put everything together, the best of all those places with, some of the things that I think are important relative to Boston College, things that our staff thinks are important, and I think that's how we approach it. So it's our model. These kids are having fun. They enjoy, like I said, coming to practice, and, I think it's all about trying to get better every single day.
Stay with us. When we come back on Inside BC Football, we'll check out some of the old and new faces on offense for the Eagles, and we'll hear more from starting quarterback Thomas Castellanos.
Second and goal. Robichaux dancing through the line and into the end zone. A power drive for Boston College.
Kai Robichaux had a breakout year at running back as the Eagles were second in the ACC in total rushing yards a year ago. This season, he'll lead a group of running backs that once again will look to power the offense.
Kai's a tough football player. He certainly brings that to our offense. Kai brings a physical nature to that room.
Trayshawn Ward, who transferred from Kansas State to here, has had a really good camp and brings a really good element of speed and quickness to our offense.
Got really good feet. He's very good in the open space. Trey's done everything we've asked him to do, and he's a good player, very explosive.
And then Detrell Jones, we call him Day-Day, right here from Boston Catholic Memorial High School. He's had a great training camp.
Starting to really understand the offense and understand the blocking schemes. The Day-Day's come a long way, and he's really improving.
I think we've got one of the better running back rooms, and so we're all expecting big things, so I'm excited.
That's to go along with the return of one of the best running quarterbacks in the country, Thomas Castellanos.
Castellanos will run. Good blocks from the wide receivers. He finds a seam and he's over midfield.
Castellanos chased out of the pocket. He's running for the pylon. He'll get there.
Quarterback lead behind Robichaux. Gets the outside. First down. Slithers for more. To the 5. Brought down near the 2.
Tommy's one of the most improved players on our team from the day we arrived here to where we are now. He's gotten exponentially better. He's doing a really good job in the passing game. He does a really good job of directing our offense. He's a very dynamic player, which is really good because he can make a lot of off-schedule plays, but he's also gotten better at, delivering the ball from the pocket.
He's doing a good job taking command of the offense, takes command of the huddle, and operates at the line of scrimmage very well. Not only is he a very talented football player, but he's a very smart football player.
I'm proud of Tommy. I'm proud of how hard he's worked and where he's come. And, we got a long way to go here, but to this point, he's done a really good job.
It's a lot of concepts the same, and people just use different names, but we run a real pro-style offense here. Coach OB and Will Long is helping me just improve the operation and just operating like a pro and playing as a pro, so I love it.
Castellanos will be on his third new offense in 3 years, but will that mean less running?
I don't ever want to take away from what he does really well. I mean, he's a really good runner. He's got great quickness and really good speed. So I'm not going to, try to rein him in and make him something that he's not. Whether we run more or run less, in the end, we're always going to do what's best for the offense.
You don't want your quarterback taking hits. That's what it is. No matter who the quarterback is, when plays break down, you like a guy who can extend plays. To be able to do that is a huge asset to the offense. Whether it's a design run, whether it's him scrambling, whatever it is, those are good things, but we don't want him to take a lot of hits.
The perspective of playing quarterback, I've been, sitting in the pocket, throwing the ball, just being calm and poised and trusting my great linemen I have up front. And the unscheduled plays come, throughout the game or, through the season, then they'll come. We got a great 5 starting linemen. Those guys are really big and really physical and really smart. I don't think people understand how smart you have to be. We had very few sacks last year.
Building that confidence between the quarterback and center, it's huge. When you get into game situations, especially in these competitive practices that Coach O'Brien, puts us in, those third down looks versus an exotic pressure, we've been there. We're on the same page, we can communicate with each other. So just getting those reps is huge.
As far as the receiver group, Castellanos will have a slew of weapons, including last year's leading receiver, Lewis Bond.
Out on the edge, Bond inside the 10, and he'll take it to the house for Boston College.
Me and Lewis have a great relationship. That's my best friend on the team. He's been there for me last year and throughout camp and spring ball.
The stats are gonna come if I do my job. So it's really just going out and proving to people who I say I am every day.
Lewis is a very consistent player. He's got good hands, he runs good routes, he reads coverage as well. They certainly have a connection.
Castellanos, low snap, quick throw, almost a great-handed, one-handed catch by Skeet.
Jaden Skeet, another guy from Boston, Catholic Memorial guy, has had a really good training camp.
He's a guy with a lot of talent, and sometimes it takes a little while to get adjusted to a new level, and I feel like that's the biggest thing for him. He's been more adjusted this year. He knows where to be, what the plays are, so that's gonna help him get the ball more.
Dino Tomlin returns as well after a 24-catch season a year ago.
Reed Harris is a name to watch. Jerron Bradley's had a really good camp. Shake McGowan is a guy that people have heard a lot about, came from Vanderbilt.
And here comes the sophomore, Jaden McGowan. Watch out! 97 yards.
He added a real speed element to our offense, and it's been fun to watch.
When we come back on Inside BC Football, Donovan Ezeraku and the Eagle defense look to rebound this season.
BC brings everybody. Picked up just well enough, and it's intercepted! Intercepted by Amari Jackson, and he's going to score!
Wow, what a play by Amari Jackson!
It was Amari Jackson's interception that led to a big BC win on the road last year against Georgia Tech. He returns this season.
Amari Jackson, he did a lot of great things last year that he showcased what he could do. And for what's to come, I think he's going to have a really big year.
Amari Jackson is our #1 corner. He's a very talented player. He, along with Max Tucker, do a fantastic job of shoring down our edges. And of course at safety we've got KP Price. He's a young player that's growing every day. He learns something new about the position. He learns something new about the game and about our defense and the way that we're going to utilize his skills. And then we've got Jalen Cheek playing free safety, and he's got a lot of experience. He's a very talented football player, very talented athlete. There's a really strong competition at nickel with Kareed Johnson, and of course we've got Cam Martinez, who was a transfer student from Ohio State.
You know, I think as a football player, you definitely want to put yourself in positions to be successful and get to the next level. I mean, that's what it's all about, and also win games. And I feel like this was a program where they could provide all of those things for me. The expanded roles was something that was big. I wanted to do more, and coming here, that was kind of what the plan was, just to do more than what I was doing at Ohio State. And, you know, I think also I was there for 4 years, graduated from there. I felt like it was kind of time for a fresh start, and with having years of eligibility left, you know, why not, you know, try something new.
The secondary as a whole, you know, safeties, free safety, nickels, cornerbacks, it's a lot of competition. I think that's the theme for our defense, honestly.
There's some young guys in the secondary that are learning how to play, but I think they can be really good. So I'm very happy with where the defense is right now.
Of course, Cam Arnold is the leader of our defense. He's like our coach on the field, but not only is he that, he's also a really good football player. He's strong, he's tough, he's smart, he's instinctive, he comes downhill, he can tackle well, he's really good in coverage, he can run.
But can Cam Arnold make up for the loss of longtime BC stalwart Vinny DePalma?
Playing with Vinny for, you know, as long as I did, I learned a lot from him as far as in terms of being a leader and just, you know, learning how to play the linebacker position. And I think that I'm ready to take over the leadership role and lead these younger guys that are stepping up into position this year, such as, you know, Bam Crouch, Riz Holla, Owen McGowan. You know, we're a really talented group, and I'm just ready to lead these guys.
Arnold was recruited to BC as a defensive back, but eventually moved to linebacker.
I think it was good for me. You know, I learned to play the defensive back position, and I just learned what the secondary does that year. So I think it helps me when I'm playing linebacker now, because I know what the defensive backs are doing, and, you know, I know their techniques and their responsibilities. So I think that was honestly a good thing for me, and it helped my football knowledge.
Of course, we've got Donovan Ezeraku. He's not a secret to anybody in this league. He's very talented. He'll play on Sundays. He's a very good football player, very smart. He's a bright guy. He's tough. He's fast. He can rush the passer. He can affect the quarterback. That's what those guys have to be able to do. They have to be able to hold the point of attack, create an edge, and rush the passer and make the quarterback a little bit uncomfortable.
Personally, I'm my toughest critic. So, yeah, I definitely know that, you know, my sacks were down. Maybe the tackles weren't down, but, you know, I saw as I watched the film last year of myself and of the defense I saw a lot to improve. You know, had a good campaign my sophomore year. Didn't have the year I wanted to have, you know, to follow up my junior year. And so just like getting back to the basics, honestly, just working on, you know, the little things, the little details of playing defensive line and rushing the passer. And I think I'll be able to, you know, do that. I think I've prepared myself this coming off season, and, you know, with the staff that we have now, the strength staff especially, I think I'll be well prepared to go and execute and make some plays.
As for the rest of the defensive line,
you know, we got Cam Horsley as well, one of the best defensive tackles in the country, in my opinion. I think he's really, really valuable to our defense. You know, we got George Rooks. He's really good. He did nice things for us last year, and we're looking for him to, you know, improve upon what he did then. Also, we got an addition, Said McConnell. He's transferred in from Illinois.
Neto Akpala, he's back as well with that experience. You also have younger guys, or guys who didn't necessarily play too much last year, like, you know, Quintavious Hutchins, Josiah Griffin, Edwin Kalenge. Like, we have those guys that are, you know, have seen the field, you know, maybe in different ways on special teams, but will now be a bigger part on the defensive side.
I like where we're at. The bottom line is our head coach has given us great direction. From the top down, he set the standard for what it is that we're trying to get done, the culture that we're trying to build, and to a man, I would say that everybody is trying to follow his lead and trying to get this program to where it needs to be.
We'll have more of Inside BC Football after the break. With the new coaching staff, there is a renewed hope for the 2024 BC Eagles. But realistically, what can the fans expect from this year's team of talented players?
We have to be a very exciting team. We have to be a team that fans want to come see. You know, we can't be a team that's 3 yards in a cloud of dust on offense. We have to be a team that can, you know, pump the ball down the field in the passing game and run exciting plays. We have a lot of exciting players on this team. We got to showcase those guys, and we have to be an attacking defense, a defense that gets after it, that doesn't sit back and, you know, bend but don't break, all that. We want to get after teams relative to, you know, the opposing offenses, and then we have to win games on special teams.
I feel like game days are going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for the fans to come out. From an offensive standpoint, just know we're going to be moving the ball down the field. We're going to be putting explosive runs, explosive pass plays, moving the ball, scoring a lot of points. We're going to take care of the ball. We're going to be a disciplined offense who's going to be very efficient, and then the defense is going to have a ton of energy. They're going to be making the plays, flying around.
We've been practicing since the spring, and I feel like we have enough talent to play against anybody in the country. But that doesn't matter if we don't go out there and prove it. So I would say for the fans looking for something to be happy for, we got the talent to play against anybody, but it comes down to proving that.
Just come, show up, and be loud as you can.
They're going to see, you know, a very tough, mentally and physical team that's going to go out there, and we're going to give it our all. And we're going to be gritty, and we're going to fight for everything.
Coach O'Brien, he brings a different type of spark. That's Boston College football. I think that's what he brings, and he's bringing that chip and that edge to this team. And I think it'll be fun to see. It'll be fun to watch, and Come experience it with us.
Over time, Boston College has been very successful. It's been a while. It's been a while, no doubt about it, since this program's won 8 games in a season, 9 games in a season. It's been 15 years. But I do think it's a place where if you embrace what you're all about here, right? A great education, the ability to play great football in the ACC, give back to the community, which BC is all about, the type of guys we have here right now. We got a good football team here right now. We got to go out and prove it. But I feel really good about the guys we have here right now, and I feel really good about the way that we're recruiting, the class of 25, the class of 26, where we are right now in recruiting. So I feel good about Boston College football. I don't think there's any doubt that we can win here. They won in the 80s here. They won in the 90s here. They won when Matt Ryan was here. So it's been done, and it can be done again, and that's what we're working hard to do.
For tickets to all home games, go to bceagles.com. We'll see you next time on Inside BC Football.